So we just looked at drawing this one out. This is our 102 by 102 piece of acrylic, which we then extruded to give it a thickness of 3 millimeters, like so. Okay, so the next drawing we're doing is very, very similar, but it has some features which will hold our piece of polypropylene. So I'm going to create a new design. Come up to my tabs here, new design. It starts off exactly the same as the previous one. So this one I'm going to be good this time and remember to save it right at the start. So John Wilson, candle, candle shade. This is acrylic also, but it's the second piece of acrylic. So I'm going to call it acrylic 2. I said before I wanted it to be blue. I want them all to be blue or it's going to look a bit odd maybe. Check where it's going and then click save. Okay, so to start the drawing, it's exactly the same as before. I'm going to choose my rectangle tool. Now I keep coming up here. Remember, you can just click R on your keyboard for a 2-point rectangle. I'm going to choose the plan view again that sits in there. I'm going to draw it out the same size as the previous one, 102, tab 102, and that's good. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to create inside here a small channel, and that small channel is going to be where the polypropylene sits. So there's going to be a 2 millimeter wide channel runs all the way around here. Okay, so to do that, it's pretty straightforward. I'm going to press the O button on the key, or O key on the keyboard. O is a shortcut for offset, and what an offset allows us to do is copy a shape, either slightly larger or slightly smaller, or much larger or much smaller, without having to redraw it all. So I'm going to select the curves here, which is that part, and you can see there's a second red line appeared now, and I can drag that in. Okay, I'm actually going to pull that in by 10 millimeters, which seems to be a sort of sensible amount. So let's go with that for the first one. Okay, and then I want to repeat that a second time. So same thing, press the O for offset. Notice then I'm still selecting the original. Okay, I'm not selecting the one I've just done. I'm selecting the original again, except this time when I go to slide that in, I'm going to offset it to 12. Okay, so that's going to create me a 2 millimeter channel between those two pieces. Okay, which is absolutely perfect for what I want to do. So 10 in offset key, yeah, for the first one. Select that, and we came in 10, and then OK it. Once you've done that the first time, exactly the same, repeat it, but this time you set it to 12. So it's 10 from the edge, 12 from the original edge. Okay. Next thing then, we're just going to put a circle in the center. And to put the circle in the center, we are going to choose C for circle key. So just press C on your keyboard. Now, you'll notice that in certain places I get this slightly, this dotted line appearing, okay? It's trying to help me find the center of these things. And I'm just wondering if we can, from that, there you go. I would say that's the center of that circle. You see, I'm getting those blue lines. It'd be nice if they both lit up at the same time, but I'm not sure if that's actually possible. Anyway, I'm pretty confident that is absolutely the center of my thing. We'll find out in a minute. And we're going to set that to, oh gosh, I've slightly forgotten. Let's say 35 for the moment. We can always go back and tweak it. Hang on. I can check that. Sorry, 38 we'll set it to. So 38, and then you need to press enter twice, okay, and you're done. So that's our sketch for the second piece of acrylic that sits on the top. All right, we do need to extrude it again, so I'm going to press E for extrude, and we're selecting that surface and that surface, okay, and we're pulling them up by 3 millimeters, like so. So if you sort of look at that and inspect it, you can now see that what you've actually got is two different pieces of acrylic. The larger one leaves, is however many millimeters bigger, 12 millimeters bigger than the smaller one, I guess. Or 20, well, Okay, that's not quite correct. But anyway, you've got two pieces of acrylic. One that is the square shape. Okay, the second square sits inside that, and it has a hole in the middle. Okay, and that is our second and final piece of acrylic. Although we need three, we're actually going to create two of them from the same one here. So it'll be two of these plus one of these, and I'll show you how to put that together in the next tutorial. Okay, well done, guys.